Are you happy, dude? I know, you like Jeep parts just like me. Felt like I got a lot done, but it also felt like it was tedious at times. What is up, guys? Jesse here with Adventure Endeavor. Today we're doing a project that has been long overdue. So you guys know we have our super sweet, totally awesome Grand Wagoneer that we've done so much work to, twin traction beams, LS, cantilever suspension, all that stuff. We love to go fast on the whoops, do a lot of pre-running, do rock crawling, all that jazz. But it also serves as our second vehicle, and it's been getting a lot of daily driver missions, which it does great. I mean, it gets great mileage, even on the 35s, everything like that. What is not great is the fact that our storage is terrible. There's a lot of stuff we like to bring with the Jeep because, you know, it breaks a lot. Then it makes it less reliable and less usable as a daily driver because we're constantly have all this stuff. So the goal is to clean up all of this, organize all of this, and build a little rack and hopefully get more organized. All right, so the goal for today is to try and get a structure built to go right over this spare tire that's going to span all the way across. It is going to be bolted into the Jeep. Basically underneath is going to be the tire, the jack, like all the tools and whatnot, and then above is going to be for like groceries, like when we go on a camping trip, all the camping gear, kind of stuff like that. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing yet, but I do have some square tubing here that I got from the Fab Lab who built the Jeep, and I'm just going to kind of pull everything out, try to get organized, and just kind of start going from there. I also got another one of these tool rolls, and I'm going to break this down into a tool roll, and then a lot of these hard cases I thought would have worked well, and they did okay for a while, but they just take up a lot of space, so I might be converting a lot of stuff to tool bags to save on space.
A few moments later.
It's funny because now that all the stuff's out, it seems like there's a decent amount of room in here. I'd like to keep this bear down, and I want that to be our highest point. Basically, I need to leave about 1.5 to 2 inches so I can get this tire out if we ever have a flat tire. The rack I want to do is going to span all the way across the back, all the way across the front, and then the goal is to put some items in here that I don't use too often. I think the jack might live here, which is not amazing. I'm not super stoked on it, but it straps up very well, and you can see with these chains that we have right here, the chains are our tie down points that work really well, and you know, the chain just happens to line up right here perfectly well. So I like that. And then, you know, I got a lot of storage here, so I might do tool roll bags here, but I got to make sure I can reach in there and grab them. So that's one issue. Yeah, so it's just a lot of organizing, which is difficult. I may pull off this panel because there's just space in there, and I may try to use that space for something. I'm a little undecided at this point. Maybe put some fluids in there, like some oil and stuff that, you know, it's nice to have that you don't necessarily use all the time. So maybe some stuff might live in there. The other side over here, I did a video a long time ago, and our compressors are in there, which those have to live there because we need them for compressing things, you know. Next part we're gonna do is in here, I'm gonna build a little block that's going to get bolted through here and through here, these pinch seams, and it's also going to rest here. That's the best way I can think of doing it. And basically what I'm going to do is then, you know, we're going to weld right here to our little bracket, and we're going to run a bar all the way across and do the same on the other side. That's going to be the back base. It's also going to rest right here on the carpet, so I think it's going to be pretty strong, and that will leave us just enough room, you can tell, to get the tire out. So we'll unstrap it and we'll just drag the tire you know, enough room to get it out. Okay, so I never claimed to be a fabricator. This is one of my welds right here. It's just a little flux core welder. Basically, I contoured this to kind of match this wheel well. Basically, this is gonna slide right in here, and then our crossbar is gonna attach there. Seems like everything always fights you when you're trying to do a simple project. I got my second bar tacked into place with my uprights over here. I just kind of made whatever type of mounts I could make in the space. And next goal is to pull this bar out. Hopefully it comes out in one piece because it's all tacked together. Fully weld it, paint it, reinstall, and we'll have our rails. Then we're gonna do 3/4 inch plywood all the way across the whole top. What's up, dude? All right, y'all. Lincoln and I are about to open another piece of the puzzle. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was saying that I wanted to do like a pull-out tray on top of the shelf that we just built in the Jeep. The Jeep is currently at the air conditioner shop, and I'm gonna pop this bad dog open and kind of show y'all what we're thinking. And Lincoln's gonna help, right, dude? Yeah. Say yup. Hey, what's so funny? All right, so this is the rack here. It's got a little ding in it, whatever, it's gonna happen. It's got a really nice little tubing here. What I like about these little cutouts is they'll be good for strapping stuff down and whatnot. Same within here, you can just kind of put hooks in there, whatever. These are for the bolting holes, which we're not going to be using. Overall, I think it's going to work perfectly. A little bit on the heavy side, but I mean, what do you expect for steel? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm most likely going to mount a slider under here and under here, or maybe in here. I don't know, I'll have to look at that before I mount them. And when you're looking at the back of the Jeep, you're gonna be able to unlock each slider, and then this whole basket's gonna slide out, so I don't have to reach over the tailgate. Hopefully that makes sense. More to come on this. I think this is a pretty good value. I'll link it in the description below. This could be used as just a good general purpose basket. I think it was like 200 bucks. So if you have a Wrangler, I think this would be a great product. So the whole goal of this video is to kind of show you guys how we are choosing to get organized with this Jeep. You know, building the shelf, getting everything all arranged, because we want this thing to be a good daily driver, off-road, camping rig, second car, everything like that. So going into a lot of detail on this video. Another thing we picked up was this rugged tools tool bag, which is really cool. It's a tool roll / tool bag. It has a lot of different grab handles. It has some of these clear pouches. It's got spots for wrenches. And then obviously it has multiple slots as well. And then the whole thing with this thing is that it has clips, and it all clips together in a nice roll. I've had another one here, Bucket Boss. I've had this one for a while. One of the clips broke, and the goal is to see if this small toolbox and what I have in this Bucket Box can all fit into here nicely. And if it can, then we will be getting rid of this one. If not, we may need to keep this just for some of the smaller stuff that doesn't fit. So the other day, I got my tool bag packed up. I had to trim these panels here to get them to fit, because we added these crossbars, and you know, we gotta notch it out. I discovered that this was a good place for my toe straps right here with the jack. It's all secure. And then over here on this side, we got our air hose. We got 2 chairs. We got jumper cables, patch kit. We notched this panel out, and then it might be hard to see, but up here we mounted our impact gun, and that should be nice so it doesn't move around. Now, today, we're gonna work on doing the carpet. So I went to a local upholstery shop, got the closest color I could to match, and we're gonna try to spray glue, wrap it down, staple it all into place, hopefully. So it'll just be nice and clean. And then I have my drawer slides coming today. I have a tool bag coming today, and we're gonna try and get this thing all finished up. So I am by no means an expert, but what I did was I stapled it up underneath first, and then I kind of folded it down, spray glued this front edge, and then kind of just kept smoothing it and wrapping it over. I think it looks really good, and what I like to do is I like to spray glue in one direction and work my way across. So I will just be doing about 1 foot at a time, smoothing it out so we don't get any wrinkles. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna wrap it around and staple it up underneath. Stapling is just a great way to hold it in place. And then certain areas like down here, it'll get tucked in behind, but I might staple that edge too, just to make sure it's really secure and on there. I think it looks like almost factory in a sense. It's really strong and everything like that. So I'm gonna keep on getting to it. Alright guys, so it's all finished up. I'm super stoked on how it came out. It's very strong, everything like that. The cover of the carpet came out good as well. And then I was able to kind of patch in some of these old areas. I know it's not perfect, it's an old off-road truck, but overall, super happy. Finished with that project. I basically got a tool bag where all of these parts are gonna go into. So I'm gonna kind of keep organizing everything, and then my drawer slides came as well for my basket. So this is the tool bag I picked up. It's a tough built 20-inch massive mouth bag. The goal with this is to put all of my wiring type stuff in here, non-tool related items, but that are repair related items like tape, you know, all that kind of stuff that you need, but you may not want in your actual tool bag. Zip ties, spare hose, stuff like that. This thing is pretty cool. So you can put up the hard sides, and then obviously that's the rough diameter there. It seems very, very sturdy, and the main thing I liked is that I needed it to fit down here, and it just barely is gonna fit down there. So that was the goal with it, is for it to fit there. So we'll kind of shove it down there after we get it loaded up, and yeah, pretty stoked on it. This is the end result. This is what we came up with. Basically, down below we have all of the kind of off-road stuff. We have our jack, our spare, our recovery gear, a fire extinguisher that's probably gonna be mounted up top, tools, tool bag. We do have some chairs down here, air hose, stuff like that. And then the top, as you can tell, is going to be more for daily driver capabilities. Like we could do groceries in there, camping gear, stuff like that. Let me show you how this pull-out, I don't know, slide system works. All right, so I got to do this with 2 hands, but hopefully you guys get the gist of it. Basically, you push down on these levers right here at the same time, and then the drawer pulls out, which gives it easy access. So that's what I really wanted, because now, you know, when we're going to Costco, grocery store, whatever, this will just be for groceries, and it's easy access. You don't have to reach over the tailgate. You can tell they come out really far. These are 36-inch drawer slides that are rated for 500 pounds. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's moving the whole truck. And then we just got this little basket. I'll try to link everything in the description below in case you want to do some sort of project like this. And then you can see it's all carpeted. Everything came out great back there. Got a little extra room on the side here for whatever random objects. And then as well, we can pile this pretty high and go all the way to the ceiling, so we can really put stuff on there, strap it down and whatnot, and then I'll close it for you. Just grab your levers here. Bam! That's it! Like always, guys, we really appreciate you watching. We hope you enjoyed this one. Definitely going to make our lives better on a daily basis because we want to use this Jeep more and more as a daily driver. We finally got the air conditioner fixed again. We're just driving it a lot and hopefully ready for our Pacific Northwest summer with this bad dog and the rest of the setup.